Good evening, guys and girls. I'm back. Don't know for how long, but I'm back. Crypto's joined me today, but we've got a lot to go over. But get it in the comments, guys. If any of you guys have still got your wild card to play, this is the time to play. It's the last chance to play it before the new one kicks in. So hopefully we'll be able to give you a few tips as we go along. I won't ask you how you are, Crypto. I pretty much speak to you every day, but I'll ask you how your FPL team is going, bro.
Yeah,
over the last few weeks, obviously games.
Yeah, in the last few weeks, it's been a big improvement. So I had the week where I lost loads of points to try and fit HAALAND back in, and since then I've had a few decent weeks.
And if there's anyone in the chat, let me know sounds and how it looks and all that stuff. Let's actually have a look at our teams. Share this tab instead. We'll have a look at our mini league to start with, and then we'll go into our individual teams. But a lot of games in a short amount of time, and good and bad. Cheers, wake up in the chat. Yeah, keep. I don't know if it's persistently bad. Take that off. Right, so let's go into our mini league. And obviously you can see from my one, I've had a few green arrows there. So let's go into a mini league. I had a decent week. If only that was you, bro. But Ben's bulldozer.
That's my second account.
And it was. You trolled us for a few weeks. I think a few people actually believed it was you. But let's have a look at Ben White's team. He has 55 point week. Amazing. So Raya in goal for 6 points because he saved the Alexander-Arnold, who is the subject of our and probably the main player I would be recommending, wildcard or not, for you guys to be bringing in. And he's got so he had Gabriel didn't return. Trippier didn't return. Obviously, he lost 3-1 to Nottingham Forest. He had a captaincy on Salah, which was the majority. I think 80% had captaincy on Salah last week. Chan, which is another player that I've got as well, who I'm glad I held on to because he had 3 blanks and then he finally got us a return. If you have a look here, 3 blanks and then he gets a 14-point return against Brentford. But he may be injured for this week. There's no flag on him, but there's a possibility that he might be out this weekend. And then up front, Watkins blanked. Solanke is on fire at the moment. He keeps scoring, and Alvarez has taken over penalty duties. So I want to just update you guys. So obviously we've had some press conferences today, and it's clear that Haaland's out. So he's not even trained. He's not even trained in the last week. Have you still got him in your team, Crypto?
Yeah, but I've got him on the bench. So I've got Solanke and João Pedro up front at the moment. Have done pretty well.
Yeah,
it's been fine the last few minutes.
Okay. So you still got Holland in. So
yeah. Well,
what are you thinking? Are you thinking of holding him?
Yeah, just because I cost like 24 points one week trying to get him back in, and then he got injured.
To get him back in. Well, his price is set to drop again. His price is set to he dropped to 13.9, but he's set to drop to 13.8 tonight, I think.
Right.
He's not going to be playing this weekend. He potentially, because he hasn't trained at all. Now there is a gap, so let me just go into the fixture tracker, so you guys have got a bit of an understanding. There is a gap between the next couple of game weeks. So obviously game week, the deadline, by the way, I'll stick with ticker on the bottom in a second, guys. But yeah, the deadline is 11 p.m. tomorrow morning, with the first game being at 12:30, Luton versus Chelsea. The following game week 21, isn't until the 13th of Jan. So yes, you're going to have players out for a week in terms of game week, but in reality, it's 2 weeks. So it might pay to hold. But first game back though for Holland. Let's consider he's fit for game week 21. First game back is away to Newcastle.
Yeah, that's easy. Newcastle is shit.
Well, it is for us, but bearing in mind Newcastle won 7 in a row at home prior to Tuesday, to the humiliation on Tuesday. So it's not an everyday thing that they lose at home. So considering that's going to be potentially his first game back, I wouldn't be in a rush to bring him back in, especially when this is when you're going to be losing the likes of Salah and Son for your AFCON and Asia Cup. So the money will be around. The other thing that came out of the press conference was that De Bruyne is back in training. Although he's still a little way off, he is back in training now. I wouldn't put him straight back in because he's only played literally 22 minutes this season. So I wouldn't expect him to come back in straight away and start playing 90 minutes. But he's worth considering. Maddison should be back by then. Game week 21 should also be when we have what's the name of Brentford back? Ivan Toney. He should be back. Yeah, Toney should be back. So you've got a lot of options with the money. So, I mean, if I were you, Crypto, I'd sell him personally because you can do a lot with the money. And I don't think it's too urgent to bring him back in on game week 21. But it is totally your decision. I can understand where you're coming from. Obviously, you got him out on what was... you didn't play a wild card. You played the free hit, didn't you? Thinking it was the same as a wild card. And that's when you lost him. But...
Yeah.
So it's up to you. So just for those of you who are still holding on to Haaland, he is set to drop in rank again, drop in price again tonight. In fact, if I can bring up the,
I may change him next week. I've already made my change for this week, so I dropped a Nana for Areola because Nana's gonna get absolutely smashed tomorrow.
This weekend, yeah, absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably. I mean, this is the thing. Areola's hadn't kept a clean sheet all season. Goes out injured. Fabianski comes in and gets a clean sheet, and then he's got 2 in a row. So he started returning now, and he had a really great performance against.
Yeah, he was on fire.
Arsenal. Yeah, he made a couple of fantastic saves as well. So yeah, it's really frustrating because I've taken him out. It'd been Turner and Areola all season, and this is the wild card 2 that I'd go for. I'm going back to Areola and Turner. Turner's in for now. I don't know how long he'll stay in. What do you think on that one, Crypto? Do you think there's a chance that Vlachodimos is back soon?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, it kind of depends on what I trust. I trust Nuno because he's a goalkeeper himself. So if Vlachodimos doesn't come in tomorrow, there must be a reason why he's keeping Turner in. But yeah, who knows who he'll start tomorrow? I'd start Vlachodimos, but we'll have to see. It might be Turner again. Turner didn't necessarily have a bad game. He just doesn't look very confident on the ball.
Right. So I just want price changes on a today free trial going on, and there is so much to get out of this particular platform, and I will show you another little trick that I found recently. So if you have a look, so tonight guaranteed Foden's price is going up, Gusto's price is going up, who's another one that I'd bring into any wildcard draft at the moment, to be honest. Slanky's going up again. This one baffles me, Kudus, because he's actually going away on AFCON duty, and he's actually going away early. So I don't even think he's available this weekend. I think he's going a couple of days early. So that's an absolute waste of a transfer. Don't be bringing Kudus in. Porro, understand. Pickford's another one. I think on my wild card draft, I'm between having Turner or Pickford and Areola. So Areola's nailed on as one of them. And I think it's either Pickford or Turner for the second spot. And another one, Garnacho. What do you think to him, man? He's the only one, I'll be honest, he's the only one I'm a little worried about tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, Garnacho is my favourite United player out of one. He's the only one I really is the only one I really rate. He's probably the biggest threat in their team at the moment. Definitely not Hodgland or however you say his name.
Hoyland, yeah.
Hoyland, yeah. I mean, he's crap. I wouldn't put him in, but he'll probably start crying again when we beat them tomorrow. But yeah, Garnacho is pretty good.
I'm certainly not convinced by him at all. Just because first goal in what 15 games was it? How many attempts do you want, mate? For sake, but yeah, I'm not convinced by him. So this is right. So I've been watching a lot of FPL content this season, and there's some great guys that I met at the FCA Awards. A big shout out to the guys at FPL Raptor, Ross at FPL Raptor, and Dan at FPL Mates, who two of the guys that I met were absolutely fantastic guys. But they always go on about this particular website, and I never clicked to add. Well, I knew about it, but I never went on it. So it's called Live FPL, and guys, it's absolutely brilliant. Let me just show you. So you do have to put your ID in. So to find your ID, you go into the main fantasy football website and you click on my team, and then if you have a look in the address bar, you'll see a series of numbers. That series of numbers is your FPL ID. So you need to put your FPL ID at the start to get to your team. And
you can't change
and
your
it's
team
a real
name, can you? Can you change your team?
You can't
name?
what? Sorry.
Can you change your team?
You can change. Yeah, you can change your team name at any point, mate. Yeah.
I need to change it. My team name is Hate Chris Wood, Love Joe Worrell.
No, is it the other way around, or
I need
you
to
love
swap
them both?
it around? Yeah, I need to swap it around.
So you can see, guys. So I took a gamble last week, and as a gamble that unfortunately didn't pay off. I'd the Darwin Núñez experiment. I had him in for 2 weeks. He blanked, and I'm angry with him. I went on tilt and I transferred him out for a hit to bring Gabriel Jesus.
Lost you there, Ez.
If you look back on it, Darwin Núñez scored a goal. Sorry, that cost me 13 points. That mistake. Am I back? This ain't good.
Yeah, back.
I don't know why it's doing this. I might have to stream from downstairs from now on. Carries on like this. But yeah, so I made a big mistake last week. I took 13 points because I took a hit on it as well. So lesson learned. But he can return for me, and he was a differential. So what this website will show you is people in your ranks. So FEO stands for effective ownership. I'll tell you the effective ownership in the top 10k and those near you. So if you've got, I can hear, feel it's buffering again. So if you've got players that are differential as well, when they return, it improves your rank by a lot more. So just show you there. So it shows you a safety score, basically to hold your position, and then what your overall ranks and changes in your rank is. So live FPL, guys, make sure you know your FPL ID, and I'll just actually quickly show you. In fact, I won't show you the top. But basically on here, it's you pick your team. Click on your pick your team, and then you'll see in the address bar at the top. Oh, is it on points? Sorry, it's on points. It's on points. Click on points, and then in the address bar at the top, numbers. After it, I think I'm gonna have to call this one. Try and figure this connection issues out. Yeah, it's coming up with.
It seems to be okay for like 30 seconds, and then it drops out again.
Out, guys. It's a new laptop, but I think it's more to do with where I'm streaming from. We will sort these issues out. I'm sorry about that, guys, but do you want to share your team, Crypto, and then we'll
let me share my screen.
Yeah. And we'll see what changes you've made, because like you said, you've had a couple of decent weeks, haven't you?
Yeah, I've had a few pretty good weeks, to be fair. So I mean, the one change I've literally made today is swap Onana out for Areola, because Onana's not in great form, and obviously they're playing Forest tomorrow, who are going to win. So it'd be a bit pointless having a Man United player in the team.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the other guys, to be fair, I've only got two up front. I prefer to have three. I was tempted to drop Haaland and bring Alvarez back in, but Pedro and Solanke have been doing pretty well the last few weeks. Salah and Son are kind of consistently good. The only one who's been a bit weak for me recently is Bailey and Mengi. So potentially
let me stop.
I'll swap them out.
Let me stop you there for a second. So what are your plans for Salah and Son with AFCON and the Asian Cup coming up? One.
I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
So this is where we need to start thinking, guys.
Yeah, I need to get them out, don't I?
Because they'll be away from... It's a lot of value to put on your bench, but then it's as well. I think... Oh, did I just go for a bit? From my point of view, I think I've got to have to hold on to one of them. And of the two, because I've got a lot of value in both, I think I bought Salah at 12.5 million and he's 13.3 or something like that. So I've got money tied up in him. And same with Son, about 0.4, 0.5 million tied up in him as well. So between them, over $1 million in value tied up. Of the two, Salah is the one I think I just sit on my bench because I think I've looked at all the options to try and get him back in when he gets back from the AFCON. Now, I mean, he could be out in the first round, but Egypt are one of the favourites, so you'd expect them to get through to the final stages. But I think he's going to be the hardest for me to try and get back in. So I think I may even sit him on my bench. But it does depend, like I say, depends on things. Depends on when the double game weeks get announced, because there will be a couple of double game weeks coming up and they should be announced earlier.
Carry on.
When you want to try and get your players
losing you a bit again.
Up.
You're sounding a bit like a Dalek.
So depressing. Yeah, it's so depressing.
I can hear
figure all this shit out. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, mate. I would certainly think about, have a plan for any guys. I've got Huang as well, so he's somebody who I'm gonna have to take out. So you got to have a look at these options, see what you want to do. I think for me, I'm gonna have to hold on to Salah. I think it'll be very difficult to bring him back in at his value, and I've got, like I say, I've got a lot of money tied up in him. But I'm likely to sell Son for the Asia Cup. So yeah, guys, think about those options. We'll get this sorted. We will get this sorted soon, because I do like doing this content. I want to get more FPL content out for all you guys, and I want to obviously make sure that it's not affecting the Gore streams as well. So just a reminder, Gore is live at 8 tonight on the main FFTV channel. Please hit the like button on your way out today. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I'm trying to get to 500 subs, and then I can make monetized. But yeah, guys, I appreciate your help. I appreciate you guys jumping in. Sorry about the glitches and all that sort of stuff. We will get it fixed. We will get it sorted. But Crypto, thank you for your time as well, mate. Always appreciate it. Love doing these shows with you. And we'll see you in about an hour and 40 minutes. Come on, you Reds.
Yeah, you Reds.